Hey guys, welcome back to another video by me where I count down my top 10 favorite songs by some of my favorite bands out there. Today we are going to be doing one of my favorite bands. Maybe not everyone's favorite band, but one of mine and one of a lot of other people's favorite bands, Kiss. Legendary 70s and 80s hard rock, kind of metal-ish at some points. Band obviously very influential. Everyone knows Kiss. Um, and a big influence on the '80s heavy metal and hard rock stuff that became very popular then. Along with Alice Cooper, they were pretty much the first ones to do the facial makeup thing, which you see a lot today in more extreme metal bands. Definitely a very influential band and very famous. A lot of their songs are well known. So let's just get into it with some honorable mentions. From their debut album, Nothing to Lose and Black Diamond are some great songs from that album that will not be on the list. They could not make it, but good songs. From their following album, Mainline, which is a Peter Criss song, and Hotter Than Hell, on the album Hotter Than Hell. From Dressed to Kill, Room Service, good song from that album, and of course, Rock and Roll All Night, one of their most overplayed songs ever. One of the most overplayed songs in history, and one of their most famous. But I do still love Rock and Roll All Night, despite the fact that it is overplayed. Um, from Destroyer, Shout It Out Loud, great song. From Rock and Roll Over, Mr. Speed, Love Gun, title track to that album is good. Then skip over some of their albums. I Love It Loud from Creatures of the Night, one of my favorite, I think one of the most underrated Kiss albums. I Love It Loud and Rock and Roll Hell are two songs from that album that are very good in addition to the ones that will be on my list. And from later in their career, Crazy Nights. But now let's just get into the list, shall we? So, at number 1, I have, or number 10 rather, from Rock and Roll Over is Calling Dr. Love. I've always liked this song a lot. It's got a nice riff. I like Gene Simmons' voice in it. I like the chorus a lot. It's just generally a good hard rocking song that I would recommend. Nothing much more to say about that one. Calling Dr. Love is number 10. All right, number 9. This was my favorite Kiss song for a while until the past maybe year when I started getting into some of their less well-known stuff. But it's still an awesome song. From Destroyer, God of Thunder. Sure, a lot of people know this one. It's one of their heavier songs, definitely. Definitely the quintessential Gene Simmons song type of stuff he liked to sing about in his style. I've always loved this song, and I still do, although maybe not as much as before. I do think it is a great song. Alright, number 8 is going to be, I think the most recent song on the list, still came out in 1983, Lick It Up. This was their hit single that came out after they took off the makeup in the early 80s. This was their first album without the makeup, and this began a new era of Kiss where they were less hard rock and metal-y and more just poppy. They were kind of I don't know. They were definitely a lot poppier, less intense throughout the 80s. I don't think there's a lot of awesome stuff in there. I said Crazy Nights came out in 87 or something on my honorable mentions. That song I like, but Lick It Up. I have always loved this song, despite the fact that it's another single by them that's very popular. I think Vinnie Vincent's guitar work on this is very good. First album, and the only one that he was actually credited with playing on. It's just a catchy song, catchy riff, catchy lyrics. Yeah. Alright, now, number 7 is going to be from their second album, Strutter. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is from their first album, their debut Kiss, Strutter. I've always just thought this is a really fun rockin' song that you can just have fun to. Nice riff. Paul Stanley sings this one. I like his vocals. I like the chorus. Just a great, fun song. Strutter is number 7. Alright, now, next we have the title track to their album, early 80s album that did not do too well, Creatures of the Night. I have always, well, for a while, been a fan of this album. This album came out after Music from the Elder and Unmasked, which did not do well. This album did not do well either at the on the charts. Sold few copies. The tour was not great. Not a lot of people showed up. But I think this album is very underrated. 2 songs from it were in the honorable mentions, and there's another one coming up on the list besides this one. I think it's their heaviest album. A lot of stuff on here can be considered metal-ish, especially the next song. I think this is Vinnie Vincent's greatest guitar work, even with Kiss. Even though he was not credited and he was actually not on the album cover, Ace was on the album cover. Vinnie Vincent did play the songs on this album. So, Creatures of the Night, the song. I just always thought this was a really cool song. It's got some cool guitar work in it. I liked Stanley's vocals on it. If you have not heard this song, I recommend giving it a listen because I think you will enjoy it. Alright, now, the next song from this album, which I like, and my favorite song from the album, is War Machine. This is Gene's song. Still a staple of their live set, by the way, War Machine. When I saw them live, they did this and I Love It Loud. So, I guess some of these songs have stuck around. Very nice rock and heavy riff in this song. Gene's vocals are great. Definitely one of their heaviest songs. That's one of the things I like about it. Kind of different from the stuff Kiss did after, definitely, and even before, back till like except for like their first 2 or 3 albums. So yeah, War Machine comes in at number 5. Alright, now, number 4. I'm sure a lot of Kiss fans, big Kiss fans, would have this one pretty high up on their list of favorite songs, Shock Me. This was Ace Frehley's first song that he actually sung on the record and on stage. He did write songs, a lot of songs for Kiss before this, but he actually never sang any of them because he was uncomfortable singing on stage. But this was the first one he did off their 77 album, Love Gun. Not my favorite Kiss album, but this song definitely stands out. Ace's vocals are very good, I think. I think he has a nice, calm vocal style, which just calm, smooth, which is in contrast to Gene's, like, and Stanley's, like, high-pitched wailing, screaming, kind of. Awesome song. I definitely recommend listening to it if you haven't listened to it. That was Shock Me at number 4. Alright, now the top 3. Speaking of songs that Ace wrote but did not sing, is number 3, Cold Gin, from their debut album. Gene Simmons actually sung the song, which is ironic because he doesn't actually drink, but Ace wrote it. pretty popular, not popular, but well-known Kiss song. Um, One of their first great songs. I've always loved this song. I love the riff. I love Gene's vocals. Everything about it is just awesome, and I recommend giving it a listen. Alright, now number 2, also from their first album, is Deuce. Um, Along with Cold Gin, still a live staple of theirs. Remember seeing them do Deuce on stage when I saw them last March. Great show, obviously. Kiss always puts on a good show. Yeah, Deuce is just a nice, heavy, rockin' song. Great riff. Gene's vocals on it. I think Gene sings on it, although it might be him and Stanley in conjunction. I'm not sure. Um, just an awesome song. I recommend you go give it a listen if you haven't heard it. Deuce at number 2. All right, now the number 1 song. Maybe not a popular pick, but what can I do? It's my favorite Kiss song from their second album. Hotter Than Hell is Parasite. Always love this song. Another Gene song. Again, in case you haven't been able to tell, Gene is my favorite member of the band, and his songs are generally what I'm inclined to listen to. This is a heavier song. That's the reason why I like it. Nice riff. Great vocals by Gene. I recommend you give it a listen if you have not. Especially on especially on Alive, their first live album, which is my favorite Kiss album across the board. I think all the songs that I mentioned on this list that are on that album sound better on the album than on the live album than the studio albums. Actually have it on vinyl here, live. I'd say listen to all these songs that are on this album on here and not on the studio albums because they sound a lot better, in my opinion. So yeah, that Parasite is my number 1 Kiss song. Hope you liked the video. Tell me your favorite Kiss songs in the comments. Like and subscribe. Peace.